Since this report aired on 60 Minutes Plus last month, the situation in Afghanistan deteriorated rapidly. As the remaining US forces moved out of the country, the Taliban moved in, seizing control over major cities, including the nation's capital and the presidential palace. On August 16th, Kabul's main airport was overrun by thousands of Afghans desperately trying to flee the country. At least 7 people died in the chaos that ensued. Inside this US Air Force C-17 Globemaster, meant to carry 134 passengers, about 640 Afghans were transported to Qatar. US government officials say they are ready to take in about 20,000 Afghans who are eligible for the Special Immigrant Visa or SIV, though no specific plan has been made public. We caught up with Moneer Nori, who was able to escape with his wife before the Taliban took control of Kabul.
Tell us about the day you left. What was that like, and what happened that day?
Was very amazing day. It was very wonderful day for me that I left Afghanistan. But from one side, from the other side, I was so worried about my colleagues and my friends. For those my colleagues, we work together and we support each other. We fought shoulder to shoulders, and I was so sad about them. And I wish them to best luck. They can leave Afghanistan as soon as possible. And right now, currently you see me, I'm safe, but still my mind is with them.
Can you imagine what would have happened to you and your wife if you were there right now?
If I was to stay in Afghanistan, either I will shoot myself or I will never return myself to Taliban, because I know which kind of people they are, which kind of mentality they have. We deserve a peace. Our kids deserve a peace. And we want the peace in our countries. We don't want the devils and evils in our country, like currently they have a control of that country.
Do you still want to come to the US? Is that still something that you hope for?
Yes, I'm hopeful that I move to US when my package is completely processed. Hopefully it's get approved as soon as possible. And I will definitely one day I'll move to the United States.
What do you think the responsibility of the US is with everything that's going on in Afghanistan?
That was very early Americans withdraw his troops from Afghanistan. But this is not a time for it to blame. All I care about my colleagues and friends and 17,000 applicants. They are waiting, they're hopeless, they're living a fair. All I care about that. America promised with them.
Do you think you'll ever go back, you and your wife will ever go back to your home country, to Afghanistan?
Definitely one day I will go back to that country. But since the Taliban is in that country, so I'll never get back to that country. So I will never sit with them in the same table.
Moneer, if you had to do it all again, would you work for the US Armed Forces?
I love American Army because I know they feel us. They feel us like how hard we've done our job over there.
That speaks a lot about your relationship with guys like Greg and Matt.
Yeah, they helped me a lot. I always thank and appreciate, especially from Greg and Matthew Griffin. I'm not regret what I done. I'm proud what I done.